The top 19 best cheap eats at Disneyland in California. I'm Chris, this is Yellow Productions. I do travel guides that are fun, informative, and entertaining, and in this video, I'm gonna be telling you my favorite cheap things to eat in and around Disneyland. This is part of my series on Disneyland, by the way. If you wanna see more videos about Disneyland, like things to know, what's new, walkthroughs around the whole park, or Galaxy's Edge, you can find links in the description below, or at the end of this video, number 1 top best cheap eat. My favorite place to eat in Disneyland, and actually it's in downtown Disney, so just outside the actual theme park. It is the Earl of Sandwich, and my favorite thing to get here is the Earls Club. This place's slogan is the world's greatest hot sandwich, and usually I don't love places that advertise that they're the world's best or greatest, but actually this is really good. And the Earls Club, on it, it's got turkey, bacon, tomato, and some really great spread, and everything is toasted hot. And that's what makes it delicious. These sandwiches, they are $8.99. If you're a Disneyland annual pass holder, you get 15% off. Also, to drink, check out their Earl's Grey Lemonade. It's Earl Grey tea combined with lemonade. Truly delicious. My second favorite sandwich is their holiday sandwich, and they serve it all year round, but it's got turkey, it's got stuffing, it's got cranberry sauce and mayonnaise. That's truly delicious as well. Well, this, I had to start with this. If you've seen my videos before, you know I love the Earl of Sandwich. It's really good. I'm gonna continue eating this, but I'm gonna see you inside the park where we're gonna go for number 2. The second best cheap eat at Disneyland, and this is now inside of Disneyland, is right here. Chris, why are you pointing to a red truck? Well, this is the Main Street Corndog cart. As you can see inside, they are preparing delicious corn dogs in there. $9.79. You'll get a corn dog, chips, or slices of apple. Okay, so what's so great about this corn dog? Well, first of all, it's huge. It's a massive corn dog. Not like the corn dogs you get a hot dog on a stick. I mean, you can see, compare this to like my thumb, it's really big. And when you bite into it, look at how much cornbread breading there is. The cornbread breading really tastes like cornbread. Of course, I really like it with a copious amount of ketchup. So good. They're always hot, they're always fresh, they're not too greasy, and so much bread. This is a meal in and of itself. And the apple slices, if you get that, then you can feel a little bit healthy. And even though it's a cart, it's one of the few carts that also takes annual pass discount. And if you don't believe me, the long line that's often at the corn dog cart, well, you can believe that. A lot of people like it too. Pro tip, if you want to come with no line, try around 3:30 in the afternoon. That's kind of their slow time. You might just be able to walk right up and get your corn dog. The third best cheap eat is from the Royal Street Veranda in New Orleans Square. This one's right next to the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a little tiny window that serves a really delicious bowl of steak gumbo in a bread bowl. $11.99. There's just a few seats around, but you can also find seating in some of the adjacent restaurants. One of my favorite spots for not just a snack, but a good meal is the Plaza Inn. This is at the end of Main Street near Sleeping Beauty's castle. They specialize in fried chicken, $18.49. You get a plate of fried chicken, mashed potatoes, some sort of seasonable vegetable, and a biscuit with honey. Yes, I know this is not as cheap as the other items. This is actually the most expensive thing I'm gonna have in this video, but I just love this fried chicken so much. I had to share it, and the desserts here are always really good. Two great cheap eat locations in Frontierland. One's the Stage Door Cafe. It's this little thing with these 3 stage doors. It's a pretty small location. You can get the same corn dogs here from that Main Street corn dog cart. The bonus here is they come with French fries, a bit more filling than the potato chips from Main Street, but you can also get some really good funnel cakes here, $9 for the funnel cake. Next to the Stage Door Cafe is the Golden Horseshoe. I described the menu here as random American food, and the reason you come here isn't for the food, but it's for the shows. They used to have these really interesting comedy shows, but they're going to be starting some dueling piano shows in here soon. I haven't seen them, but I'm looking forward to them. One of the quintessential desserts at Disneyland is the Dole Pineapple Whip, and you can get it from in front of the Tiki Room. $6 will get you a Dole Pineapple Whip, about $7 and you can get a Dole Whip Flow. The lines can be really long, but they do mobile order pickup right here in the back. Just on the other side of the Tiki room, you'll find the Tropical Hideaway. Here you can also get Dole whips, but in multiple flavors. You can get loaded Dole whips, buns, and lumpia. I often find the lines back here to be shorter than at the main one on the other side of the Tiki room. Cheap eat number 8, Gibson Girl ice cream, $6.49. You can get an ice cream sundae with 2 scoops of ice cream, either a waffle cone or on a chocolate chip cookie. They are pretty filling. These ice cream sundaes are almost like a meal of their own. And their waffle cones or cups, they're super fresh. They make them right here. If you're hankering for your Starbucks fix, you'll find it on Main Street in the Market House. If you weren't really paying attention, you'd walk right on by, but you can see there's a couple signs right here outside that say Starbucks Coffee, where they've got all the usual Starbucks fare at only slightly inflated Disney price. In addition to the coffee drinks, they've also got the baked goods and breakfast items in the glass case. At Disneyland, $5.49 for a fresh fruit and yogurt parfait doesn't seem like that bad of a deal. Best cheap eat number 10, the Ronto wrap from Ronto Roasters. It's this food stand right back here behind this big engine that's roasting the Ronto meat roasted by this droid. The Ronto wrap, it's actually grilled pork sausage wrapped in a pita, all for $12.99. Best cheap eat number 11, the Hungry Bear restaurant. This one's located just next to Splash Mountain, and you know it's gotta be good because it's got a statue of a bear with a hamburger. Hungry Bear Restaurant specializes in burgers, chicken sandwiches, and fish sandwiches. A cheeseburger is going to set you back about 12 bucks. It's average at best, but the real reason to come here, it's a really neat seating area, a cool environment, looking out over the water, Galaxy's Edge just in the background, Splash Mountain on the other side. Just behind the Matterhorn in Fantasyland is the Edelweiss snack stand, and here they sell jumbo turkey legs for $11.99. Honestly, I don't get this all that much because I'm not a huge fan of jumbo turkey legs, but this is a Disneyland classic for many people. So if you want to experience walking around the theme park gnawing on a giant turkey leg, you could probably share with 3 people, get it from this stand. Chris, you've been talking about Disneyland a lot. What about California Adventure? Well, there's a few cheap eat spots in California Adventure that I like. This one is called FLO'S V8 Cafe. It's kind of like a 50s diner. From here, I like the chicken fried chicken. This is the blue plate special, $12.99. You get this chicken fried chicken right here, gravy, mashed potatoes, and you get a second side. It'll come with seasonable vegetables. I picked the mac and cheese. They also do the fried chicken from this place that you saw earlier in Disneyland. I also really like the chicken pot pie from FLO'S V8 Cafe as well. This is in Cars Land, so if you hear cars in the background going by, it's because it's right in front of the Radiator Springs Racer Ride. If you're at restaurants that do mobile ordering, don't forget to check that out. The line when I got here to FLO'S V8 Cafe was pretty long. I did the mobile ordering, picked up my food in like about 5 minutes from the time I ordered it on the phone to get it at the counter. Bonus. The other spots I like in California Adventure, the Corndog Castle, same corn dogs you saw in Disneyland, and also Award Wieners, which is over in the Hollywood area. Award Wieners has some really good hot dogs. Not corn dogs, but hot dogs. And if you're with a group and you can't decide, well, there's basically a big food court in the middle that has a lot of different options, Mexican, Chinese, and some good soups and sandwiches, and great ice cream from Ghirardelli. So those are all the best cheap eats in the park. Let's check out some cheap eats in downtown Disney. I already showed you Earl of Sandwich, but let's check out Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen Express. This is right near the monorail stop. Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen is a pretty big 2-story Creole restaurant, but next to the restaurant is their Jazz Kitchen Express, where you can get things for a lot cheaper and quicker. The Gumbo and Jambalaya are pretty solid options at under $10 each. And if you're in the mood for dessert, check out their beignets, a small order for $7. You can see them cooked up fresh. These are essentially the equivalent of a New Orleans donut. You can never go wrong with fried dough. If you're craving dessert while you're in downtown Disney, check out Salt and Straw for some deliciously interesting ice cream. It is all really interesting flavors, really good. The double scoop, $8, but do yourself a favor, get one of the freshly made waffle cones, and 2 of you can split that double scoop. For the best ice cream deal though, take home one of their pints, $12 in the freezer, just to the right of the cashier. This one's a quasi cheapie, and if it wasn't Disneyland, I wouldn't include it all, but Black Tap, it's new new on the scene. They opened in 2019 here in downtown Disney. They sell burgers for $16. It comes with fries, which is not cheap by most standards, but for Disneyland, it's kind of inexpensive. The burgers are really quite good. I will tell you though, skip the shake. The shakes are designed for Instagram, not to be cheap or really to be tasty. Okay, now that we've seen the cheap eats inside the park, let's check out a few of the options that are out on Harbor Boulevard. This is the street right in front of Disneyland. And of course, there are options like Denny's, and fun fact, I did actually eat there on my 21st birthday, but there's actually a lot of other options of cheaper and tastier food. I'll show you 3 of my favorites on Harbor Boulevard. First up, if you walk out of Disneyland, turn right on Harbor, Jim Boy's Tacos will be just across the street. You can get a classic American taco here. What I mean by American taco, I mean crispy shell and ground beef for the meat. They've got pretty inexpensive combo meals, couple tacos, drink, $7. Now, if you're craving legit Mexican food and you're up for walking 1 block further, head to the intersection of Harbor and Catella. There's this place here called SABROSADA. This is my favorite Mexican place within walking distance of Disneyland. It is a legit Mexican taco shop, great tacos, great burritos, and I was born and raised on Mexican food in San Diego, so if I say it's good, trust me, it's good. And if pizza's what you're craving, at the same intersection, just across Catella in the Hyatt House Hotel, you'll find Blaze Pizza. It's a really good fast-fired pizza restaurant. For less than $10, you can get a custom-built pizza in about 3 minutes, all the toppings you want on it. Blaze Pizza is my favorite fast-fired pizza chain in California. If you like cheap eats and you're also planning a trip to Los Angeles, well, you might enjoy watching more of my videos on Los Angeles. I've got one in there all about cheap eats in LA. If you want to see more videos about Disneyland, you can click right here to watch them. As usual, you'll find the link in the description below, and I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in one of these videos.